What is up, guys? Zan from the Zan Madden YouTube channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at whether or not Slot-O-Matic or Short in Elite is the best route ability for you in Madden 24. So for those that don't know, we just got our first dose of both abilities in the form of Uncle Shay Shannon Sharpe. Now this item is absolutely insane and he will fit in my offense perfectly, but we need to talk about the best ability to use when it comes to moving him around in our offenses. So let's go ahead and talk about Slot-O-Matic first and foremost. This is an ability that is going to allow you to get light up animations from slot routes. And the way you know whether or not Slot-O-Matic will be available to you or work on a play is whether or not your receiver gets slot hot routes. So if you choose a formation and then you take a look at it and you bring up that player's routes, you're going to see that it's going to say wide receiver hot routes. If you were to compare that to a formation where they line up, compressed, and you bring up that player's same hot routes, it'll say tight end hot routes. So Slot-O-Matic will not work on a tight end. That is the big thing that not a lot of players really grasp. There are formations where sometimes it looks like they're lined up like a compressed receiver, but the game considers them a tight end. So first and foremost, that is the most important thing that you guys need to know about this particular ability. So now let's go ahead and take the field here, because I'm going to show you guys obviously one of the biggest areas of the game where we've been missing route abilities, and that is your cover zero blitz meta. So right here we've got Shannon Sharpe lined up in the slot with our Slot-O-Matic ability. You can see right there over on the right side it does have it active. And you're going to see that if we go ahead and run quarter routes, he is going to light up and create separation to the outside. But depending on the coverage, sometimes we're going to see that this year route abilities aren't as consistent. That's definitely one thing that I've noticed. And if you guys actually paid attention to EA's little blurb in their most recent title update, they kind of mentioned that they're going to go away from inside shade and one step ahead also being very consistent to more chance based. So you're going to see a lot of times you're going to see your guy light up, but that doesn't necessarily mean he is going to win every time on the route. So this is something that in my opinion is a little bit of a concern. I'm not going to say that it isn't still good for you. You're just definitely going to have to still freeform the ball. You're not going to be able to throw, a standard pass lead with this and expect that your ability is going to work. You could also try to smart route down your corner routes, but again, it's going to come down to you're going to have to learn to freeform these balls. They will give you enough separation if you guys freeform. Now, fortunately for us, we are a free-forming website and channel right here. In fact, I have a free-forming seminar, an 11-video rocket catching and free-forming tutorial inside of my Kansas City Chiefs offensive game plan over on gridirongameplans.gg. And if you haven't been on the website at all this year, you guys are really missing out. We are already into September. We've got almost 40 videos in our vaults between August and September, and we've got 4 offensive and defensive game plans out that you guys need to check out right away. And honestly, that free-forming seminar that I just talked about is worth the price of the website, because you're going to be able to pull off stuff like this against the cover zero meta that doesn't require that we have any abilities on our player at all. It's going to allow you to put your ability points on things that are fun to use rather than things you feel like you have to use. But again, this is a very good ability. It will allow your player to light up with his route and get pretty good separation against the man coverage meta. Post routes are very good this year. You add the Slot-O-Matic on top of that, and it's going to help you out. But the truth is, if you guys are using a tight end in your offense, this is something that you may opt to use something else. So let's talk about that. So now we're back at the AP page here for Shannon Sharpe, and I'm going to take a look at an ability known as Short in Elite. This is an ability that was very, very meta last year, because this is going to allow us to be able to utilize our tight end not only as a slot receiver, but also as a true tight end. So for me, it's nice because I do run a lot of formations in my playbook. Some of them are going to split my tight end out in the slot, like say a Trey Y flex, or for instance, the tight open that we were just talking about. But this also is going to allow me to utilize him as a tight end as well. So let's go ahead and go right back to that same formation that we were just utilizing. And I'm going to show you that that short in elite is going to operate very much in the same fashion against the man-to-man meta that we saw out of Slotto. And you're going to see that it's also going to light up the exact same way, which is going to allow us to freeform the ball on the sideline and drop it into a really, really nice spot for a toe tap on the sideline. Just make sure that you're hitting the possession catch to get your feet inbounds. And of course, this is going to work on the other route that we showed you as well out of this, which was our post pattern. So let me go ahead and put Shannon Sharpe back in that position, and we'll work it against the same man-to-man. And you'll see that it's going to play the exact same way. So here we have the post route. We're going to let Shannon Sharpe light up. He gets the light up from that ability. We rack it just the same as we did with the Slot-O-Matic. So short in, Slot-O-Matic, they're both going to work on very similar routes. Slot-O-Matic may work on some deeper posts and deeper corners compared to short in elite, but for the most part, your route tree is not going to be that crazy deep, where it's going to offset the true value of this particular ability, which is the ability for him to work not only as a slot receiver, but also as a true tight end. So if we were to take a look at a formation such as the tight Y off, where we have some routes like, say, for instance, tight end corners that we might want to throw. This is going to allow us to line him up in this position and know that he's going to be able to light up on that corner route with the short end elite, because all that matters for short end elite is that you're lined up inside the numbers, not that you're actually a slot receiver. So you can get that light up animation and still be able to freeform it in a spot where you're going to be able to win. That separation could be the difference between somebody getting a knockout or you not having a freeform angle at all. And again, I could always motion him out wide, split him out as a wide receiver, so long as he lines up inside the numbers. Now right here, he's lined up basically as a outside receiver, so Slot-O-Matic wouldn't work. But in some formations, you may actually notice that this particular route does light up. Now, right there it did because he wasn't technically inside the numbers, but again, it just shows you that there's a little bit more versatility in where they can line up and still get the benefits of a route cut. Slot-O-Matic means you have to be programmed as a slot receiver. It gives you a little bit more light ups on some deeper cuts than short in might, but short in just cares that you're lined up somewhere inside the numbers. So technically Hester is lined up inside the numbers. Short in or Slotto would work right there, but a Slotto wouldn't work where Sharpe is. And then conversely, of course, if I wanted to line up in some sort of other formations, like say, for instance, you know, like your Trey Y flex type looks, you know, or any type of Y flex look where you're going to have a, you know, a tight end lined up like so, you're going to see that, you know, this is going to help you with, you know, the short end elite is going to allow you to light up here. You see how he creates separation against the man coverage. We got it under pressure, but again, short end elite's going to work there because he was lined up inside the numbers. So again, kind of going to be up to you what you guys want to run, but this is kind of the breakdown of the abilities that we have available to us right now in Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you guys give the video a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, make sure you drop those below. Subscribe to GridironGamePlans.gg. We got our next lab session coming up on Wednesday. I hope to see you guys in there. Otherwise, we'll see you right back here tomorrow with our next video upload. Until then, this is Zan. Get the lab and good luck.